So
This episode of the Final Fourcast is brought to you in part by the Book Exchange, where Mountaineers go since 1934, and by DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure you download the app now and use the code Fourcast, Fourcast, for your $1,000 sign-up bonus.
Recorded live in Japan, Israel, and Morgantown, West by God, Virginia, with your hosts, Kevin Jones, Deshaun Butler, John Flowers, and our lovely co-host, Ashley. This is the Final Fourcast.
What's going on? What's going on? I am one of your hosts with the most, Deshaun Butler, and I'm also here with one of our great hosts, John Flowers.
The best host, the bestest in the westest. Yes.
We're missing Kevin and our lovely host, Ashley, so our prayers and everything are with them, but we have an amazing guest today. Amazing. The great. The man from the great state, Chase Harler.
the man
Chase
from the great state. What's up?
What's going on, Chase? How you doing, bro? I was about to say, shut that
good.
shit off, Dave. Damn.
He always runs it too long. And then he didn't even give our man a round of applause, bro. Like,
I know. Weak as hell.
That's crazy.
It's not a laughing matter. I apologize.
Sorry, Chase.
No, you're good. You're good.
This never happens on Tony Caruti's show.
Ever.
We'll get
Been
it
on there
fixed.
3 times. Never had an issue.
So how's it feel to be alumni now?
I don't know. I don't think it's really sunk in yet, to be honest. It's been a weird few days.
It's been a week. So
Yeah.
it's not,
Yeah, bro. That sucks, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I couldn't imagine like what that even feels like, bro.
Yeah, it's weird. Once I saw all the big Power 5 conferences, their tournaments were getting canceled. We were getting ready to go to the shoot around. We had shoot around at 11:30, and they canceled it at 11. And then once that kind of happened, I had a bad feeling about March Madness and everything.
I mean,
It's trash.
yeah, that's crazy.
imagine,
How'd you feel?
Like, that sucks.
Go ahead, Dave.
I was just saying, that sucks. That's all. I couldn't imagine it.
Yeah, it's definitely it's weird. Definitely weird.
Is there an upside to it? Because you're you know, always look at the situation glass half full type of guy. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I it's kind of tough, to be honest. It just sucks because of the way we were playing the last couple games, and
the last
we-
game.
well, the last game in Iowa State, we played well at
Yeah.
Iowa State,
Yeah, you did.
2 games, but we kind of had a rough February. But I mean, the last 2 games were going well. We had some momentum going into the tournament, and even though Oklahoma's beat us twice, we felt really confident going into that game, and obviously wanted to play Baylor again, and hopefully get to play Kansas in the championship.
I honestly thought that would have been like the way you guys were seated in the tournament. That would have been perfect. Like just like you
Yeah.
said, the momentum was getting better. You guys won 2 games against 2 really good teams, and you always want momentum going into the tournament. I really was very excited to watch you guys play too. I thought you were gonna have actually a really good tournament.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it too. It's just I was sitting with Hugs when everything kind of went down, and he was in shock too, and it was just a really weird vibe, to be honest.
For real. So y'all was just in the hotel looking at like.
Yeah, everyone was really just. I was sitting there looking through Twitter, refreshing my timeline every probably 2 or 3 seconds, trying to see what was going on. And then I think the first one to get canceled might have been the Big Ten, and then once that happened, I knew everything was going to follow after that.
Damn. But was it like
the
a?
world stopped? I guess it's crazy.
For real. And then we were sitting there, and we didn't even know the March Madness was canceled. We were just sitting in the lobby. I think it was me, Logan, Sean, Hugs, a couple of his friends, and my parents were sitting around. We were just talking, and there were some TVs around us, and we were literally all just mid-conversation. I turned around, looked at the TV, and it says March Madness is canceled. I was like, Hugs, and he was like, damn. We were all kind of just silent. I honest to God, the whole lobby, because there was a lot of people in the lobby. I mean, fans were getting ready to go over to the games or whatever, so they were hanging out in the lobby, and everything got quiet for like a minute. It was like dead silent.
Wasted the money on that plane ticket out there to the Big 12 tournament. I've been pissed.
Yeah, that's what. Well, originally what they were going to do is only let 125 people in the night before. So that's what they said per team. So like the players got to use their complimentary tickets, and then obviously like staff and some boosters. But I mean, like the normal fan just flying out to watch the game wouldn't have gotten in.
How do you feel about it though? Like, do you think it was a good decision on behalf of the Big 12?
I mean, I understand why they did it. I'm not. I mean, obviously, I wanted to play, so I don't agree with that part of it. But I mean, the safety factor, I 100% understand why. It just kind of sucks.
Yeah, it sucks
for sure.
I just, it's like confusing just seeing all this stuff like happen.
Yeah, but they just gave because spring sports really just started, and they gave those guys like a redshirt year, so they get an extra year, and they were talking about doing winter sports, but nothing's came out yet.
That's stupid. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's going to be a big problem. Like, because what do you do with like the incoming freshmen?
Exactly. I think that's going to be an issue. But that's also with the spring sports too.
Yeah.
Everybody's
what I mean?
Recruited, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's going to be a big problem. I don't know how they're going to do that. Like, yeah, that's going to be a big problem.
Yeah.
I think everyone should I don't know. It's going to be
cut their losses.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be winners and losers in this situation, man. Like, you know what I mean?
You know how awesome that would be? Granted, Chase is probably not going to go back to school, but if they did offer that, you know how awesome it would be to have Chase and Jermaine.
Hold up. You don't even know if Chase would want to go back. Chase
that's what I said. I don't know if Chase – I just said that. I don't even know if Chase would want to go back. That was like what I said right before that statement.
Chase?
I said –
honestly, I'm not even trying to get my hopes up. I'm not looking too much into the situation. Like, I don't want to sit here and like really, really want that to happen, and then it not happen, and I'm just sitting here salty. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
I would have to try to figure that out if the opportunity presented itself. I'm not gonna like look too forward into it, honestly.
You would really look at playing a whole nother season?
I mean, if they gave it to me, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'd have to have the actual. It actually would have to happen, and me sit down and really weigh out the pros and cons and everything. So
and you got your master's in business already and everything, right? Like your master's.
Well, I graduated in 3 years with an undergrad in business, and then I'm in my master's in sports management, which I'll finish that in June.
Well,
I was about to say, it's like, how much school could you possibly do again after that?
Honestly, I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of school, to be honest.
Exactly. Like,
I'm getting tired of it.
And you're an engaged man in college. It's over.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
It was smart to wait until the end of your senior year, the last possible moment to propose. Good job.
Y'all hear that plane outside?
What is that?
Y'all hear that helicopter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't know. I live by the hospital, so they're probably going to the hospital.
Great insight, Chase. We really need.
Yeah, I'm just letting y'all know what's going on.
What could he possibly know about the inside of the helicopter, though, John?
He's acting like he's giving us like intel as into what's going on in Morgantown, like it's pandemonium there or something. Like,
he's like, "Yo, what is the helicopter doing? What are they doing inside the helicopter?" No one knows.
Like it's I Am Legend or something.
Yeah.
Are people like outside in Morgantown?
Yeah, everyone's like. I mean, a lot of the people went home, so like. They pretty much made all classes. Well, spring break starts on Monday. Like this whole next week is spring break for students, and then after spring break, everything's online.
Tough.
Were you outside in Grant last night or yesterday or the day before yesterday?
No, that was on
rave.
That was on.
Oh my God,
that was on Thursday.
Was that Thursday?
Was the day that was the day we were. No, wait. Yeah, Thursday. Because we were supposed to play that day, and we didn't end up not getting back until like 10:30.
It was insane.
Missed the party.
I saw all the pictures and stuff. That was wild.
Yeah, it was on my
so
I was enjoying it.
Are you going to participate in a riot?
In a riot?
I highly recommend it.
You like it? You were in one?
Yeah, the night Osama bin Laden died, it was pretty epic.
Y'all was out there getting lit, huh?
Yeah, man. Enjoy your time, man.
Looting and stealing.
Nothing to do. We have an internship for you at J Flow Entertainment, by the way. I was waiting.
What, my internship?
Yeah.
What you got for me?
When you want to start?
Well, tell me what it is first.
We'll talk about that later. Don't even worry about it.
Off the record.
We'll get into the deets.
All right.
If you love to show your WVU school spirit with the latest fashion and styles, and with a wide selection of WV merch, check out the Book Exchange at bookexchangewv.com or in store on the downtown and Evansdale campuses in Morgantown. Save 25% off your order with promo code BX4Final4.
Proposing on senior night.
Yeah.
What was the thought process going into that, man?
So we've been together since 8th grade. I told her, chill, bro.
8th grade. Do you feel like you missed out on like some of your college years and
no.
Because I've been around you like downtown and stuff, and the girls like hit on you a lot.
Oh,
like,
there we go. She go listen to this. No, they don't.
They just throw themselves at you. You know what I mean?
They don't. They don't. No,
it's kind of like Johnny West. Remember how Johnny West used to? It's kind of reminded me of that. But
no,
other than
stay
that,
in my lane. Stay in my lane.
So you don't feel like you missed out on anything?
Huh? No, I didn't miss out on anything. I lived up my 4 years here.
Oh yeah.
I got maximum return out of being here.
That's what's up.
All right. Anyway, back to my story because I was rudely interrupted.
Continue.
I apologize.
I told my boys my freshman year I wanted to do it on senior night. My best friends and
wow.
We looked at rings in January. Kind of really didn't do much about that. I didn't want to tip anything off. I picked up the ring Wednesday before senior night. So we played on Saturday. I picked up the ring on Wednesday. Went and talked to her parents on Wednesday. And then talked to Hugs on Thursday, and then did it on Saturday.
So what did your boys say to you when you told them freshman year in Morgantown?
I don't remember the reaction. They probably were just laughing. They probably didn't believe me.
Hey, it's like, hey guys, I'm thinking about marrying.
You also got to remember.
I'm thinking about marrying Lindsay. We're going to sell it.
Remember. Annex. You also gotta remember, I dated her all in high school too, and they were all around like us in high school. So like, this wasn't like a huge surprise of me saying that.
But they weren't like, "Oh, you're about to go to Morgantown."
They weren't worried about me. They knew I stay in my lane, man. Mind my business.
Good friends.
I ain't no savage like you, man.
So there wasn't any. So you didn't have any like friends like me that was like, Chase, you're a fucking idiot.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Would you call those people friends, Chase?
Yeah, I was about to say, if they're saying that to me, I don't know if they're real friends. You know?
Why? I gotta
frenemies.
Yeah,
friends
I've been reading about those. I've been reading about those lately.
Friends don't always have to agree with you.
No one said that.
Yeah,
either.
that's true.
The pros
That's
and the
true.
cons.
No one said that either.
Have you ever known someone to get married and then be like, yo, I don't think that's a good idea?
Nah, most of my people enjoyed the person I got married to, so it wasn't an issue. I never had to worry about the negatives.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Makes sense.
Worked out.
Gotcha.
Worked out for me. I guess
Yeah.
unless we talk about that other percentage.
Yeah, J Flow.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
Did that happen to you?
Nope. Still married.
I'm asking the people just say you were stupid for getting married to your significant other. Yeah.
No,
like you
but
were
they
saying.
say, they say, hey, maybe you should think about this a little bit. Let's work out the pros and the cons.
It sounds a little bit different than what you said to Chase a second ago. That's why I was asking.
Okay, well, let me reiterate that, Chase.
Don't worry, but it's over. It's over. He heard you.
Got you. But yeah, definitely. I got friends like that. I think it's a good thing.
Well, thank you. You never told me congratulations since I've been on here, though.
I said congratulations in the
the very beginning in Spanish. You're right. My bad.
Congratulations, he said in Spanish.
It's not even that, though. When it first happened, I wrote you on Instagram.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
You took a move out of the J Flow book doing it in the
That's
Coliseum.
what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you were the OG. I was just trying to follow your footsteps. That's all.
No, you weren't following my footsteps.
Homage.
But I should have waited.
Your attention, please. Our apologies. Chase is also being escorted by his future fiancée.
Yeah, you like that little extra touch right there?
I'm not gonna lie, I had a feeling something was up when she was out there with you, Chase.
Yeah, no. I told because she was standing there. She was about to walk off the court. I had to tell her to wait there for me.
I was like, why is she out here? I've never seen someone bring their girlfriend out on senior night before, really. And I was just like, oh, why is she out there? Then it just, as you like, you hand it over your jersey, and then you just, you're clearing the area out, basically.
Yeah, my dad had the ring.
I was like, oh, I know what's going on here.
Did she have any idea?
She claims she had no idea.
You think somebody set you up? She knew?
No, I honestly, God, don't think she knew. She didn't know.
Wow.
She had no idea. That's why she looked at me like that at first. She was in shock. I asked her if she'd marry me, and she didn't say anything.
No, she didn't. She laughed for about a good 30 seconds.
I was like, come on. I was like, there's 100 cameras around us. Let's make a little move here.
She laughed. She laughed for a while. I was like, yo, get an answer out first. Then she nodded finally.
My wife did the same thing. That's crazy. Now, Chase, do you care about all the heartbroken girls that were in the student section, like looking at this?
I honestly was saying, I bet you there's a lot of girlfriends that were mad at their boyfriends after I did that. They probably been together for a little bit, and they saw that happen. They were probably like, why is he not proposing to me? And that's what I was worried about. I was worried about my guys out there.
I'm talking about the girls that were mad at you.
You think girls were mad at me for doing it?
Yeah, because they have no hope now.
They had no hope from the beginning, man.
Oh,
it was over. It was over from the start, Chase. Tell them.
Over from the start.
I always wonder how guys like Chase, Justin Bieber, Drake, how they like say no to these girls that just throw themselves at you. How do you do that, Chase?
Oh my God, they don't be doing that.
What was that list again? What was that list? Say that one more time.
How you about to put me in the list with Justin Bieber and Drake?
What's wrong with Justin Bieber and Drake?
Nothing, but I appreciate that. Those are pretty famous people.
Very highly of Chase. There's a hell of a head nod there.
Yeah. The hair. I think it's the hair.
It's the hair, yeah.
I like the mustache. Anyhow, bro, what are you thinking about if you do, obviously the fifth year thing doesn't pop up, it's no worries, obviously. What do you think about like playing professional basketball? Have you put any thought in that?
What's next?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. Obviously, if someone wants to pay me to play basketball for a little bit, I'll definitely do that. If it's just something happens, I don't get that opportunity. I'm gonna make a career in coaching. So
there we go.
Play it. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely. That's gonna be my long-term career. But if I can play for a few years and get to experience that, I definitely want to try to do that.
That's what's up.
Interesting. Coaching. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that from you.
I never even thought about coaching until this year, to be honest.
What made you get into that mindset in a sense?
Before the season, I started doing like back home, I was doing like little training sessions, and I found kind of some enjoyment out of that. And then I don't know, just kind of being around Hugs, more so this year than our relationship kind of got closer, and I just feel like I kind of understand the game in like a coaching way, and I don't know, it kind of just sparked my interest, and something I kind of want to do with the rest of my life after I'm done playing, whenever that might be.
Dang, you could have coached the TBT team.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't want to hire me though.
We didn't know you wanted to coach. I thought you wanted to play.
Assistant. We need an assistant anyway.
Yo, hire me. I'm ready. I got.
Good thing you and Hugs are close now, because he said he's going to coach us.
He can be my assistant.
There you go. Put your foot down. Put your foot down.
Nice little touch right there, Dave. I like that.
So would you be like Nate and take a year off of playing, then go overseas? Or?
No, I'm trying to do it right away if I can.
I got Nate the job overseas. You know what I mean?
You did not get Nate the job overseas.
Yeah, give me a job.
All right, I got you. J Flow Agency is coming soon to.
You did not get Nate the job.
I got him a job.
You said the job though.
Well, what happened was I got him a job in Argentina, and then made his agent make moves because he wanted the
So John forced his hands, I guess,
commission. Exactly.
which it means nothing.
It's just coincidentally, Chat just happened to find a job the same day I found a job. That's just crazy.
John, how are things in Argentina treating you? We have Chase
It's
here.
great.
Tell Chase your experiences in Argentina so far.
I mean, it's great. I haven't got to play a game yet. We got a 14-day suspension, yes, of the league. So I don't know how this is going to go. Baby's doing the
What was that
18th.
post you had when there was no one in the gym? What was that?
Yeah,
That was the last game?
Yeah, that was the last game. I couldn't play. And then my baby's doing the 18th, so I'm going to go back home anyway. So I don't know. I don't really know what's going to happen. It sucks because this is like the best team in Argentina.
So, question: if you do leave and you come back, you have to wait another 14 days.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah, that would be ill. Couldn't do it.
pun intended.
Not pun intended. Not corona intended, I promise. But still, I would suck though. Like obviously if you don't have anything and you're good and you're safe, to have to sit around for 14 days for quarantine just to make sure twice.
Yeah,
But, I mean, you have to go home, bro. You have to go home. So that doesn't make
yeah. It's I didn't want to say it, but that's probably what's going to end up happening. You know what I'm saying?
Chances are. Damn,
It's-
you got some patience. You got to let us game.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Speaking
Chase,
of Argentina,
oh, never mind. Go ahead, John. I'm tripping.
go ahead, Chase. I don't have a question for him.
You don't?
I mean, I do, but I want to hear your question.
I was just gonna ask him. Have you even thought about children since you got married? I mean, you're getting ready to get married.
Slow
No.
down.
I can't
Lindsay's
help it.
No. Lindsay's going to vet school in Ohio State, which is like top 2, top 3 best vet schools in the country. And
There we go.
she'll be doing 4 years of that. So right now I think we kind of decided on we're going to do the wedding after her second year in vet school most likely, but there's no rush really.
Good. I was going to say you're 22.
Making
J Flow
plans.
Entertainment's getting into wedding planning, right, John?
Yep, we're doing that also. Let me know if you need some help with
He
that.
just
You just do it
told
all, don't you? You're an agent. You're a player.
the man just
a
told him to
wedding
slow down
planner.
a second ago.
I mean, with the kids and stuff. But if
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going to do, if he's going
We
to
have a
do it,
hospital.
man.
John has a hospital too, of course.
We do have what's it called? Surrogates. We have maidens. I mean, what's it called? Maidens, housemaid, whatever.
Maidens?
Maidens. That's the name of your place.
What the? I forgot.
John lives in 18th century England, apparently.
Yes. Maidens working.
What's the name of the ladies that go check over the birth of the kids?
Midwives?
Midwives.
John. Maidens.
We have them
for short, I
on
guess.
deck.
Hey, Day, you know John played in Wheeling one time and lost?
To who?
That's a great story.
Who?
Not-
Bishop,
not
was it Bishop Donahue or Wheeling Central?
Not to Chase. It wasn't
Not-
Chase.
Okay, but was it my high school team? Was it
Why are we
Wheeling
talking?
Central?
Why are we talking about this?
John. Oh, Chase. You know, we played against John's high school team when he was a senior in high school, my freshman year. Like before we started our freshman year. Beat
Really?
the absolute shit out of them. Terrible team.
What is this?
Good
A gang
kids,
up
though.
on John Day? Like,
No, we're
what
just
is
having a
this?
conversation. Terrible team. They had this point guard, 300 pounds. Good kid, though.
But Chase,
Terrible.
guess how many points I gave Deshaun in Wells?
Literally,
How
he
many?
scored a total of 7 points that game. We beat them by
Wow.
45.
Oh
More-
my gosh.
More
We beat them by like
7.
45. He had 70 points.
Yeah, the score was 115 to 70.
Okay, false. But anyway, John was a very great athlete who turned himself into an amazing basketball player. Still working on becoming a decent guy. He's an amazing basketball player now. Amazing
I guess
player.
this is gang up on John Day.
I actually gave you a compliment. I said you've grown.
Appreciate it. But yeah, we played Wheeling Central. Shout out to Wheeling Central.
Yeah.
How much
What was
did they
it?
beat you by?
It's probably like 4. I don't know how we lost that game.
Were you
4
committed
points.
to WVU prior to that game? Like during
Yeah.
that game?
Yeah.
Was the gym packed?
Probably coming to see you play, huh?
The gym was packed. It was standing room only. Came to see me. I felt like Zion before Zion. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. Were you
It's like,
committed though? Was that your senior year?
yeah. No, it was yeah. It was my
Yeah.
my senior year. Yeah,
So
senior year.
when did you commit to WVU?
Before that,
My junior year, because Deshaun told me to come with Beeline.
Deshaun didn't tell this man a damn thing.
It's like,
He
yeah,
didn't even
Beeline's great. Da, da, da. He's a great guy.
So how many years do you play under Beeline?
one.
Me?
You think I had enough time to say that?
One
John
year.
had none.
I had
John.
none.
Oh, and then they had one.
Yeah.
Okay. What
He
was
made
the
the.
what was
He
the
turned.
biggest difference between Hugs and Beeline?
Ooh, it's getting personal.
I mean, it's not me. It's just asking what the difference was.
Let me see. My experience with John was I learned a lot about basketball. It was a lot of fun learning from him because he's a very smart basketball coach. And I kind of call it like basketball rehab because he taught us a lot of between back doors and how to remember many plays and what to do
Yeah.
and reads and things like that. Coach Huggins, it was just a lot of fun playing for him because like we just not just went out there and played. We obviously thought and played, but we had a little bit more freedom. I did especially with Coach Huggins. I know John was going to suck his teeth after I said that, but I had a little bit more freedom to just play. So I enjoy playing for Coach Huggins, even though he has his times where he can yell at you and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed it.
Chase, I love what you did.
What I do?
Like your mentality and like your senior year, like you basically figured out like, hey, like if I miss it, you know what I mean? Like you just was like, I'm gonna shoot the ball regardless. Like, if I miss it, you know what I mean? Fuck it.
Yeah, that's where I struggled the most in my time here. Honestly, probably like I didn't really play my freshman year, and then my sophomore year, I don't even know how many games I came. I probably played like 16 games, 17 games my sophomore year, and really found myself out of the rotation. So a lot of it was just mental for me. And then last year we kind of have a down year, and everyone's kind of just blaming everyone, and it just really isn't a good vibe. But the thing I struggled the most in my 4 years here was worrying about other people's opinion. I mean, it's hard though because social media is so big now, and you can say all you want, you're not going to go look, but obviously you're going to go look. And being from West Virginia, kind of people want you to succeed because you're from West Virginia, but you also have a target on your back because you're from West Virginia. So I think that was my biggest issue in my 4 years here. I figured it out my senior year. Still didn't play extremely well my senior year, but had a much better year than my prior 3 years.
So that stuff really bothered you, like the message boards and stuff.
I mean, I shouldn't say it really bothered me, but it was just like I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I'm sure you guys went through it. Like people, you have one good game, and everyone's kind of rooting you on, and then the next game you don't play as well, and you're the worst player ever to come through the program. You know what I mean? So I kind of just battled that through 4 years, and by the time my senior year, I got more comfortable with myself, and kind of just said whatever happens, happens, and just let it fly.
I'm not gonna lie, Chase. I've argued to people about you all the time. Like, I usually get into that argument a ton.
Yeah,
with people from the state, which is like very strange to me because I see all these people and they're from West Virginia and they always champion West Virginia basketball players, but then all of a sudden, like you get this other side of like this undertone where they just like they trash. Sometimes people trash the players from here, which is strange. It's very strange.
I mean, everyone has a right to their opinion. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm mad when people critique things. I'm here for I'm all for criticism and trying to learn from it, but
fuck that shit.
I mean, there's a point where it's just a little bit too much. I mean, especially
I don't like none of that shit. I don't like that shit from people that don't play. Personally, I just don't like it.
That's what I was just about to get to. That's what I was about to get to. I mean, you got to take everything with a grain of salt, and it's just it was weird at times, and I think for me, my senior year at least, where I felt like I could affect the game in other ways in scoring, with my defense or making the extra pass, just doing little things where real basketball people can understand, where
exactly
maybe a common fan see me just have 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 3 points, and play 25 minutes, and they're saying I'm not productive. You know what I mean? But in my mind, I made good basketball plays throughout the whole game to help us win.
Yeah, some people don't understand basketball either. Like, it's not always about stats, but sometimes your presence on the court.
Yeah, for sure.
Helps win the game.
Being reliable is very important on the basketball court.
Yeah, just being solid and steady, and I felt like I was that for Hugs for majority of the year.
Yeah, Deshaun can't relate to guys like us, Chase. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's right. I've only been doing it since a pro. I've only been doing it as a professional basketball ever since a basketball player.
You've always gotten buckets as a professional basketball player.
Once again, I'm here playing 8th string, doing what I can do. Doing what I can do.
Hey, it's Ashley from the Final Fourcast, and we know the world's gone a little crazy and there's a delay, but our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook are still offering a very special sign-up bonus to all of our listeners. Just download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code FORECAST when you sign up. And now it's for a limited time. All new users will get a sign-up bonus of up to $1,000. That's right, DraftKings Sportsbook has a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Just don't forget to enter the code FORECAST, FOURCAST, and get your sign-up bonus up to $1,000. It's only at DraftKings Sportsbook. You must be 21 or older, West Virginia only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires 25 times playthrough. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. DraftKings is a partner of Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races, and all games are regulated by the West Virginia Lottery. Please play responsibly.
Favorite Coach Huggins story?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, probably my freshman year. This is probably the one thing that has stuck with me. And like I said, I love Coach Huggins now. We have a great relationship. My freshman year, we didn't see eye to eye. Where I wasn't playing, so I was mad about that. But obviously, I shouldn't have been playing because JC and Dax were juniors, Tavon and Tariq were seniors. Like, looking back, like, I wasn't going to play regardless of what I did. So, but I think one time I had like a turnover or something, and he looked me dead in the eyes and he called me the stupidest white player he's ever coached.
Which is funny because never mind. I'll leave it
I mean, looking back, it's hilarious now. Like, if he would say that to me, like, right now, like, in practice right now, I'd just laugh. Like, that'd be hilarious. But my freshman year, like, obviously, like, I was scared shitless, like, every practice because JC is guarding me or Tariq's guarding me. And, I'm going against those kind of guys. And when
imagine that
to
practice,
me, everyone, I know. But when he said that in front of me, like, in front of everyone, I almost, oh, my God, I was about to walk out the gym. I was like, all right, this isn't for me.
You was sad? Like, you guys?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, because I mean, I got like yelled at in high school, but like I obviously was scoring like 25 a game and was like Gatorade player to like all these accolades. So like I was still like doing my thing when if I got yelled at, where I'm not playing and I'm not playing very well. And he said that to you, you're just like kind of shut down mentally for a little bit.
That's the funniest shit I've heard in a while.
I don't think he remembers. I haven't told him he said that to me. I'm gonna when we have our banquet, I'm gonna roast him for that.
But do you remember like that's the stigma, like AAU basketball, like you don't want to play against the team with like all the white boys because they play like actual like basketball, like they pass the ball, great basketball IQ. So y'all got a stigma for that, and then he said you're the stupid. That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, when he said that's something that stuck with me, for 4 years.
Oh man. So we're having an exhibition game in Wheeling, your hometown. Would you be interested in playing in that?
For what?
For the TBT.
Yeah, let me lace up.
We do like the alumni game. So you're alumni now, so like
I'm in the alumni game. I'm about to hoist up some 3-pointers for the alumni game.
We're not having an alumni game. We're not having an alumni game anymore.
J-Flow Entertainment.
But we're not doing the alumni game this year, but we're having exhibition games like alumni.
If you need a player in Wheeling, man, I can get a sold out crowd. They know I'm coming home. We had a blue and gold game in Wheeling my freshman year. We had a great crowd for real.
Sold out. Yeah, I remember. It's great fans in Wheeling.
Yeah.
We would love to have you, man. Like this is like you're officially like alumni now. So like anything you need from me or Deshaun, any of your other brothers, like advice or whatever, bro. Like this is basically the reason why we started like this alumni stuff, just to help the younger guys coming out and stuff. So if you need anything, let us know for
job,
sure.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah, man.
J Flow Agency.
I might start that. Stay tuned.
Maybe you can hire Chase to run your business for you.
Yeah, I do have a business degree.
Yeah, I might be able to do that.
What'd you graduate with?
Me?
What was your major?
I had a minor in business.
What was your major?
We don't need to talk about that. Something I'm never gonna use.
Yeah.
Guess, Chase. Guess what my major was. You can guess it.
Was it like education or something?
Nah.
Art history.
What's the next thing?
That's what Alex was, I think. He always tells
history,
me. Yeah.
What's
Something
top
funny
5?
about that? Something
What's
funny
top
about
5?
learning history?
What's top 5 athlete?
Sports
majors?
management.
Sports management.
Sports management, MDS. What else? What?
Communication.
Athletic coaching, communications, athletic coaching, and what else is there? Does that fall into the sports management though?
I don't know. Maybe my major wasn't as cliche as I thought, but it's
Athletic coaching and education.
But it's criminal. I majored in criminal justice.
That's not a.
Really?
Never mind.
Yeah, it's not I don't think a lot of athletes do that.
Shaq. It's like in the jail.
Basically, it was the easiest thing, so I had to. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Was it hard, like doing all that stuff, Chase?
What?
Trying to balance basketball and your studies? It was hard for you because you weren't distracted. You had a wife at home, so
yeah. I mean, it wasn't I was in finance, so I was in finance for 2.5, and finance was getting tough, and I wanted to graduate early. Because I think Nate and James graduated early, and they had all online classes their senior year for their masters, and I wanted to do that. So I switched majors from finance to business administration, which is a little bit easier. But honestly, the first 2.5 years were really hard. Like I was taking like 3 or 4 finance classes a semester to last like 2 semesters, where they recommended to kind of space them out, but I was on an accelerated path because I wanted to graduate early.
Yeah, accounting was the reason why.
Accounting stuff.
I dropped my business major.
Didn't you have to take a math class with me, John?
Did I?
I think we took one in the summer. I only took it because you needed.
There's no way you guys went to class.
I don't think it was math though. I think it was like a social class. Because you was always arguing. You was always arguing.
Nah, I know what you're talking about. Now we had a sociology class together during the year, but we took Erica put us in a math class in the summer because you needed a math class for your business initially for where you were majoring in business or trying to at least.
Yeah, sucked at it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was in the class. I was pretty solid in math. That's why I joined. I had nothing to do. So
I thought accounting was just adding and subtracting. Like, all right, I spend money here, you take money here, and it's
just so much more. It's difficult for real.
Rudely awakened.
You learn something new every day, though, John.
Deshaun used to argue with this old lady in our social class about.
It was this old dude, actually. It was an old dude. You remember the dude that told Kerwin to shut up? Shout out to Kerwin. Man. We had a teacher. I forget what nationality he is though. He looks black, bald headed guy, and Kerwin, a really good friend of mine, is like talking during his sociology class, and he just like asked Kerwin, he's like, "Do you got a problem?" And he's like, "No." Kerwin goes, "No," and the guy goes, "It better not be." Like in front of the entire class, like and everybody's like laughing at him. Like it was a pretty embarrassing moment for him, at least. I laughed. That's enough about Kerwin. Goodness. That's enough about Kerwin now.
Are you scared of the coronavirus, Chase?
I'm not changing my lifestyle. Like I'm still gonna go eat dinner and go outside. I'm washing my hands a little bit more, but Obviously, I don't want it, but I'm not like scared of it.
There we go. Way to fight back.
Did Hug say anything about the coronavirus?
We had a meeting when we got off the bus when we got back, and I mean, he kind of just told us how weird this is and bizarre, and feels bad for us seniors. And um, he was the one that was saying if you guys really wanted to try to get another year, like he'd push for it. And then all this stuff kind of came out the next day, but it obviously is a serious safety issue. I think
I
it really
thought
affects people that are older. You know what I mean? So, like, if an older person gets it, they're not gonna be able to fight it as well as if me or you get it.
It's just
I
anybody
thought it
with a
was
low immune system, so it
Yeah,
doesn't really. It could be
I
old or
thought it
young.
wasn't I thought it wasn't that serious at first either, and all this stuff they canceled the NBA.
yeah. Once I saw that, I knew we were gonna be done.
Yeah, ball is life, so basically life stopped.
You can't blame the fans, Chase, for wondering if you, Jermaine, and we can steal Logan back for another year with the team. The way the team was playing early in the
Yeah,
year, and then toward the end, where everybody expects you guys, like I definitely expected you guys to make a run. You
yeah,
know, the fan in me, of course, of you guys, and knowing you guys, obviously, like personally, like it'd have
yeah,
been dope. It'd be dope, but obviously, you guys are grown fucking men now. You gotta
yeah,
live your lives a little bit.
Go
So.
get your money, Chase. That's what I
Exactly.
say.
Get your
It's
damn
time.
money. That's real. That's real shit,
yeah.
though. Get your money.
Speaking of money, you guys want me some money versus that Bella game?
There you
I
go.
bet on at DraftKings.
There you
Shout,
go.
shout out to DraftKings. Go use our promo code, whatever that may be. Chase, you know how to golf?
Uh, I actually got a hole in one when I was 8 years old.
Does that count as anything
Here
today?
comes the
No, it's
lies.
just
I
me
just
get
was
to say.
curious. Just like,
Yeah, I get to tell people that.
so
On
I got a
But
what
hole in one
what
when I
putt
was
putt?
8.
On
no,
what
here we
putt
go.
putt?
It was a par three. I used a driver, and it was 140, like 7 yards maybe.
What kind of
It was
grass
a,
was it?
I mean, it was straight, like you know what I mean. There was no hill, so
I
the
know
ball
nothing
rolled a
about
little
golf.
bit.
I'm just asking a question. Don't worry about
It
it.
wasn't Carolina jumping bean.
I don't
Talk
even know
about
what
the
the hell that
grass.
is. I have no idea what that is.
It means it's light. When the grass is light, that means you guys don't understand.
John, I didn't even ask you what it was. I don't know. I just said I didn't know what it was. I don't want to know. I love you. I don't want to know.
All right, I got a question for you guys here.
Oh,
You like that?
yeah.
So,
You like that? Role reversal there. That's interesting.
so, before you guys played, Kentucky, what were you guys extremely confident going in, or were you guys like, this could go either way, or what were the honest feelings?
You got it, John.
Why I got it? You're Deshaun Butler.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
I
what
was
you're
I
talking
was
about.
like I was coming off the bench, so
Here we go.
it's like win or lose, it's not my fault. Just go ahead, don't make any mistakes,
Say that
and then
bullshit.
if we lose, it's Deshaun's fault or Hug's fault. And I'll
Say
just
that
get ready for my senior year.
It's
You know what I mean?
bullshit. It's
But
bullshit.
I was just really me personally. I was just really hype about the game. I wasn't. It was really no expectations. It was just like we're
He's
gonna
excited
go.
to play, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna play our hardest, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. I would say the same thing. I was very excited for the game, and I
Yeah.
thought we would win because we had a very a more mature class than
Yeah.
the Kentucky team. They were all freshmen. I didn't really think we would lose to a team full of freshmen. Like I thought our guys
Uh-huh.
were. Everybody knew what they can do and what they did to help the team, and I wasn't really too worried.
Yeah. So you guys think your team was as successful as it was because everyone understood their role and didn't do anything outside their role and just, you know what I mean?
I just kind of think that after years and years of of us playing together, guys knew what they could do and they
Yeah.
perfected and mastered their role. Like it
Yeah.
was like Joe could do a lot more than what Joe Mazzulla did, but at the same time, like Joe mastered his role as being a leader on a team and defender. Same as Cam Thurman and John and everybody else that played. Like everybody just did what they can do to help us win. And
Mhm.
it helped that, we had Devin Ebanks is another NBA player, and Kevin Jones, who's a former NBA player. Like, these are great basketball players, as well as John is a great basketball player. Like, we had a great team, and we all played together for a while, so it worked out.
Yeah. Chase, you watched the game?
Yeah. So I remember watching the game, and it's so weird to me. Like, okay, like I grew up a huge WVU fan. Like, my room back home is still like WVU and everything. So like if probably what that 2010. So what am I, 22? Like 12-year-old me. If I would have met Deshaun Butler when I was 12 years old, I'd probably pass out. You know what I mean? So like it's crazy how like life works, and Deshaun and I are friends now. But like if you would have told me 12-year-old me or 10-year-old me and my friends would come meet you guys, like we'd like pass out. Like we were that, you know what I mean? So
now y'all brothers now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy now. Like growing up, I always wanted to play for WVU, but I never knew if that goal was actually like achievable until they offered me, and then
exactly.
When you were watching that game, do you remember when I blocked John Wall's jump shot? And then Deshaun got the rebound and then threw it out of bounds.
I actually do remember that, and I remember how well Missoula actually guarded Cousins, because it's not 1-3-1. He was down low.
Yeah, inspiration for everybody. But I say that to say, if Deshaun would have gave me a good pass, I probably would have windmilled it, and then my draft stock would have been up from nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would have had
the next year.
But
what was the next year?
It's crazy things like that. What you say?
What was the draft stock the following year?
Well, it was no draft stock because I didn't get the dunk on John Wall because you threw the ball out of bounds. Let me see
if I can help you out here, John. So I threw a basketball out of bounds, ruining your windmill. Your stock
on John Wall.
On John Wall, which probably wouldn't happen. Your stock didn't rise. The following year, you shoot like 40% better from the 3-point line. Probably like 20% better than from the field. Rebounded the ball, and you were like a defensive All-American, as opposed to the year before where you were none of those things.
It was a lockout, NBA lockout. Remember?
I got you. That has nothing to do with college basketball. It has nothing to do.
It has something to do with my draft stock.
Once again, though.
I think we need to find our last clue to figure this out. The mail's here. Let's go.
We're getting fancy. We're getting fancy, Chase.
What's up, Final Fourcast? This is Seth in Columbus, Ohio. And I miss West Virginia so much. But anyways, I want to say today I was a vegan for 2 years. If you want to know more about it, contact me on Twitter at SethNoob. Not all it's cracked up to be. And KJ, who would win on a one-on-one with you and Oscar? And the third thing is, can we get Joe Alexander on the TBT team this year? Thank you. Bye.
Well,
I love this guy. It's pretty funny.
I'll ask Joe Alexander about that, and we'll find out. It probably won't happen, but we'll see. Chase, you still here?
I'm here, man.
Were you here for that?
Do you remember? Do you remember when we played open gym? Were you there when we played open gym with y'all and KJ and Oscar were kind of going at it?
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I've seen them play. Like, I think I might have played ones a couple times, and I've seen them playing up in gym. Yeah.
Oh, you were there when they played one?
Yeah.
What was the outcome?
I can't remember who won, but
wow.
I think.
Memory sucks. Hate when that happens.
I don't remember who won for real.
Wow.
Well, who's gonna win? Who would win right now?
You saw him play. Like, you tell us. Like,
I don't know. They went back and forth. I don't remember who won.
I don't give a damn what you say. KJ's busting Oscar's ass.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's Kevin Jones. He's
right now.
Right now, at this moment. Now. Yeah, at this moment, yeah. But we talking 5-on-5 with just ones. My bad. Let me make sure I get that right.
I think he said 1-on-1.
He did say
1-on-1. That'd be interesting to see because Oscar can get the ball. If he gets the ball in the paint, maybe. But still, Kevin can do too much.
Yeah, Kevin's a sniper.
He's like can shoot. he could get to that jump shot and you can't block it either. It's like
Yeah, because it's a little bit behind his head.
exactly. Chase, we played once. You remember we did that? That was fun.
Yeah, I beat all you guys before.
You actually lost that. You won a spot. That was actually interesting to see.
Yeah, that's nice. He said he beat us all.
Well, don't act like I ain't beat you in a series before.
What you say?
Don't act like I haven't beaten you in a series before.
It wasn't 1-on-1 though. Like I would lock you up, and then I wouldn't score, and then you would stop whoever was
on
something. Yeah, it'd be stuff like that. But one-on-one, you have no chance.
Spot. It was 5 spots. You won 1 spot, and then afterwards we dog walked you the rest of the spots.
Here, you know what? We gotta have a live feed next time we play. Then
I wouldn't mind that at all. Actually, that's just a live feed. Yeah.
Nope, I'm not doing that. Never playing 1-on-1.
He said no. He refuses to play a live game. You're sick, bro. What are you afraid of, John? You worried about Chase busting your ass in front of all of the Mountaineer hopefuls?
Yep. Damn.
I've lost so much in life, it doesn't really matter. Fuck it.
I'm changing my narrative. By the time I die, I will be the reason why WVU went to the Final Four, Chase.
I'll promote it for you.
See? Just keep working at that stuff. You guys are going to be great at, what do you call that shit? Where they just change the narrative. What is that called?
Marketing.
Spin.
Yeah,
propaganda.
Propaganda. There we go. I like that word better. It makes it sound like
Chase. Well, we can change yours too, Chase. You said you were the most hated.
Top 5.
Top 5 ever.
Top 10. Top 7.
What's the top 3 most hated players at WVU? You would know too, because you're from.
What's the quarterback? What's the quarterback's name? That
I mean, Nate Adrian's definitely up there.
Nate, first 3 years? No. They're very mean to Nate. Hating. Well, they actually Nate was getting
same thing with me then. It's not hate. It's mean.
Actually, I don't know. Actually, no. You might be right. Chase. You might be right. They actually were like calling Nate's like phone and shit, and like he was, like had messages and shit like that. Like it was really weird. Almost like Pat McAfee when he missed the kick. You know those death threats he got.
Yeah, he didn't even come back to Morgantown for like ever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that would entice me to come back either.
Skylar Howard is definitely most hated.
Yeah, by far. That's the quarterback.
He was good though. He was good.
Yeah, they still
he did all right.
He had 10 wins, 11 wins or something.
Hated him.
Yeah, he did do really good. He's a cool dude too. I met him in DC.
Exactly. I've met him before in camp. Like,
any other voicemails, Dave?
Hey, Final Fourcast crew, this is Jared Varner from Twitter. John dared me to call in, so I did, leaving the message mainly for Issa and John. After all the Instagram posts and everything I saw, I tweeted back out, said I couldn't believe he was doing this. So my main issue is, why is he talking trash on WVU and Coach Hugs? And yeah, he's allowed to have his opinion, but why doesn't John feel any differently about it? So there I called in. John dared me to. Love the podcast. Love you guys. Love watching you play. Yeah, we'll see you.
Deshaun, do you know this guy?
I like that Day just walks away.
Fuck this guy.
That seems like a nice guy.
So nice he just walked away down this.
I heard everything he said. I mean, the only time I've ever seen this guy talk is when he talks to you via Twitter.
He's a Issa hater.
I just wonder. I don't know. I just wonder what that whole situation was like. Like the moments up to leading up to like him not playing, and then also what led up to him saying what he said. I would love to like know the backstory on it and then hear the front story on it. That's why I'm trying to get in contact with Issa today so I can see if he can come on the show.
We'll have Issa on. But my thing about that whole situation was, I mean, that's Issa's personal experience, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
It is what it is. Like you can't. I think as a society, we just like when someone doesn't agree with whatever you say or your thoughts and beliefs, we just like kind of like shun them away. You know what I mean?
Cancel them out. Yeah, you can't cancel everybody because you disagree. At the same time, it's just a matter of like I don't know. It's just a very strange scenario to be a part of because I feel like we're somewhat close to everybody involved, you know? So it's like watching your
I think it was
cousins
just the
play.
lack. We talked a little bit last week, but we couldn't make it work. But I think it's just the lack of clarity of if you're gonna talk about someone, name them, but then don't walk it back when you're called out on it, which I think is what he did.
I think he should have just keeping in. I believe in keeping beef like
Exactly.
within the family in house. You know what I mean? Like we ain't have to say anything. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like,
Still love Issa.
yeah,
Most
for sure.
definitely love hugs.
For sure.
So
Chase, how do you feel
have
about
you guys
Issa?
get on the show?
What'd you say?
So how do you feel about Issa?
Issa's probably one of my favorite teammates I've ever had, honestly. Like ever since my freshman year, he definitely made me feel welcomed, and he's a great dude. Honestly, has a great heart. Just made some decisions that weren't in his best interest, but he's accepted the consequences, and I think he's kind of turned his life around. He's getting to play professional basketball, getting paid for doing what he wants to do. But all love for Issa.
Yeah, see, and I think if you ask majority of his teammates, they'll say the same thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But the people on Twitter, they don't get to see that side of Issa. They just go by what they hear
Assume.
in the media and assume other stuff.
Not
you know
even
what I mean?
assume
So-
because they didn't even hear anything of what happened. No one knows exactly what happened because that's between staff and the players and the team and Issa. So like, no one knows. So for people to make an assumption that
And that's why I wish
crazy.
Issa would have. That's why I wish Issa just would have. You know what I mean? He didn't have to say anything. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Because they kept everything in house. You know what I mean? All his problems were kept in house,
House, yeah.
whatever they were. Yes, I just wish he would have did that. But he's a young man. He's living. He's learning, growing, and yeah, love Issa.
Love to
man.
have him on the show.
And we hate Jared. No, those are just jokes. We don't hate anyone. We love all our listeners. Love you, Jared. We'll
you,
probably
Jared.
have you on the show when Issa comes on. That would make for great content.
Oh man.
Hello, listeners. We want you to join in the show. Call us and leave a message or send us a text on our amazing new phone line. That's right. Mom let us have a phone number. Leave a voicemail and we may play your message on the show. Call and text us at 304-807-9098.
This has been another episode of Final Fourcast with your boy Jay Flow.
And I'm Deshaun Butler.
And shout out to our guy Chase Harler for joining us today.
Appreciate it.
Congrats on everything,
Thank
man,
you.
and best of luck in the future.
Yep.
Wish you nothing but the best, Chase, bro. We love
Yep.
you.
Yep. Love y'all too. Appreciate it.
You're gonna be fine. You work hard, so I mean, everything's gonna work out.
Appreciate it.
And sorry about your NCAA tournament
Thank you.
and the Big 12 tournament.
Thank
Sound
you.
very upset.
And your early release off the single man market.
Appreciate it, y'all. For sure. Thank you guys.
Yeah, let's do it again sometime.
Shout out my fiance.
Haha, shout out Lindsey Baker. Harler.
Idiot.
Is it hyphenated or is it getting the full Harler? Answer that one.
I think it's gonna go full Harler. I mean, she's
There we
gonna be
go.
a vet. She's gonna be a vet. So Dr. Harler, maybe.
Tough.
Yeah, put your foot down. There we go.
I'm trying to be
Imagine-
a stay-at-home dad after I'm done playing, and then she can
There
be
we
the
go.
breadwinner.
I'm kind of mad you had to think about it.
Huh?
I'm kind of mad you had to think about that question.
What? The last name?
Yeah.
John gave up his last name for a little bit.
Okay.
I said it, so.
Okay. So it must be true.